This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very
Dummy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams 27-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check, 9. Let's make these babies all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Easy, opposite, opposite. Kill. Check 53. Tight dog. 51's the mic. Topper. Check. Watch the edge. Check. Lucky. Hey, check. You're good. 5-4, ready.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Watch the pass. Check 13. Kill.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Get out of here, let's go. You can see it outside.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
You can see it outside. Oh yeah, Odell, to the house.
This is fielded at the goal line.
What'd he do?
A nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. Let's get the ball. On the ball. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I need this nigga Odell to just run deep and hope he catch this bitch.
Hey, exit. Hey! I got it. Mike, 53. Look at me. Score. Mike.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
This got this nigga. You got this nigga on aggressive for carrying. I'm about to strip his shit once clutch time come. Watch. You gonna be tight.
Resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
No.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I am the man. I am the GOAT. Man, I know.
Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, yo, stiff arm this nigga.
Behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah,
He's just mad. I'm the GOAT. I'm gonna drop.
You can have one go in the wrong direction. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb.
Let's go, Chubb.
But not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I haven't even tried to just run the ball on this nigga.
Credit there. The offensive play caller sense that the screen pass is available. Whenever you're getting
I've been in that wildcat shit the whole time.
That's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Chubb. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken.
Thanks, Bay.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, they'll set up.
Who hacked them? What they do?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
What he say? You not talking. I can't hear that nigga. I can't hear him.
Here we go. 53, 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
What's the score?
Everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
Well, how much minute time left?
Was his 3rd field goal now with the ball.
Oh, it's over.
They needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because you got the momentum.
I'm about to strip this nigga. Watch.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the
How many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw is Breeze.
Pick me. Oh, get up out of there. Get up out of there. Get up out of there.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Watch the safety creep.
I didn't really care that much. I back then. Hold it.
A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss.
Oh, you're making it seem like.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. Runners have days like what we're seeing right now. They often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
10, under 10, 10.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, switch gears.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this.
Nah, that nigga last week I played. Who I played? Price. Price had that shit boxed.
It's been a good one so
But that's the funny thing though. I was in coach suggestions and it popped up on against Mel and I ran it, and then Mel couldn't stop it.
That's strong running.
If you don't
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game.
take my catch and loss on.
On the line.
Got me a bad, not a bit bronze
Yards
on.
on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Make sure he is blocked.
Switch.
Damn!
He'll be close to a 1st down as he runs.
Bro, this nigga.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good.
This nigga always comes. He always got the game-winning drive on him.
So they get
I hate this shit.
now is that
Zay, every time I play him, it's always.
Because when I look at the smiles on that side of the
I'm only up like 5 or 6.
If they had scored a touchdown there,
Then he come down and just get boxed. Only way he's gonna win is if he runs the ball.
All of a sudden, they're down.
I think he threw 3 passes.
Their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They run once more with Edwards. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up
Ready, yellow lady. Mine's 59. We ain't giving up nothing today. Back, back, back.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards.
Yo, this nigga Edwards.
Spin and room to run. Past the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Gus Edwards, his 2nd TD of the game and 6.
That ain't gonna show me nothing.
And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Here we go, here we go. Check, motion out of the backfield, motion out of the backfield. You're good, you're good. Line 4, ready. 59, Mike to 59.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 28-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike, number 53. Pro team spill. Know your job. You're out. Why? Get wide. Kill. Get it.
Jones now. Off play action. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Stone travel. Hustle. Hot. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Ready.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Rams' 41-yard
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right. That's out to Chubb, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now a third down throw that misses the target, incomplete.
Dude, Dustin Hopkins got it in him.
Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know
I'm
that
out.
they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be
Nigga, what? Makai never.
over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
All right, there we go.
We are all tied here in the final stages. So yet another field goal to end it.
What we gotta do is.
Has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense,
to strip
you hate
this
that you
nigga
had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Conservative.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield.
Tackle.
To try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down.
The tackle.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Cowboys going to...
Boy, why you not going for it?
Timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
We good. We need to die.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing, Jones. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Get up out of there, nigga. Alright. So now they're gonna come out. We'll come out in a 5-wide. Oh, he wild.
Hey, seam 6. Hey, lock it. I got wide. Kill. Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Bye-bye. Dummy. You dummy, nigga. Fuck out of here. He went a blitz to a 5-wide. He retarded. He retarded.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point.
Malik.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Low cutting him every time. Nah, that nigga. I'm not a defensive person for me. Another one.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that.
He didn't even get 2 in.
Allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. One final try here for Breeze. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete.
Another one bites the dust. And another one down. And another one down.
The ball game is over.
Maybe next time, Zay. Next time, Zay, next
They
time.
needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
He said da 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 da.
So for Dallas, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.